day 2 of your root project. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna paint the veggies. So you're gonna take the water, then the paint, and then put it on paper. But I'm just putting it on the outside. That's gonna make it look rounded. Then I'm taking just water for the inside of the veggie. Same thing with potato. Water, paint, paper. Water, paint, paper, and I'm going just around the edges. Water, paint, paper. If you have enough water, you might not have to get more water, but now you need just water. Just water for the inside. So I'm gonna put just water on all the inside. Same thing with the onion. The onion could be yellow, it could have some orange, so I'm gonna do a little orange and a yellow. And then the water on the inside. Then, oh, that was the garlic. And the onion's the same thing. Unless you're doing a purple one, you can do any of the warm colors or browns on the edges. And then what in the inside? Water. Now, the grass and the plant leaves. There's more plants that we can imagine behind these plants. If we saw plants like from this angle, there would just be lots of green with the plants that are in the background. So you might want to paint a sky, but actually what looks better is to have a whole green world, because behind these plants are more green plants. And when there's green plants behind them, you know what it looks like? Just green blob. Just greenness. And if it blends a little bit with the colors at the bottom, that's fine. If you want it to dry a little bit, you can let it dry a little bit, maybe work on another ornament and then let it dry. And then we're gonna come through and just do water, paint, paper. And then just water. Just water. Water, paint, paper, then just water. What if I want to have a darker green? What color makes green?
Blue. Yellow and green.
Blue and yellow. Which one of those is more dark? Blue. So if I want the green to be like darker at the roots, I can add some blue. If I want it to be lighter at the top, I'll add some yellow. And when I blend those together, yellow with the green, it makes like a yellowy bright green. And when I blend the green down here with this blue, it makes a dark green. See this dark green that it's creating? So that's really fun to do. And then you don't need a lot of paint. You actually don't want to have a lot of paint because you want it to look like there's leaves in the background that are far away. And to make that look possible, it has to look like a light, airy green. So I'm just gonna add water for the rest of it. All of this, look how fast I did all that water. That didn't take too long, and I can move paint around if I want to, making that more green, but a dark green because of the blue. Maybe adding some over here. Okay, so I feel like I'm happy with it because it's got some yellow greens, it's got some blue greens. If this is still wet, we can do this next time. But if yours happens to dry, you can go ahead and start doing the brown. So the brown goes around. If it touches wet paint, it's gonna blend together, which is kind of looks nice and very watercolor-like. So that's totally fine if it blends, but remember you're gonna go water, paint, paper, and then water, water, lots of water, because we want it to be really like watercolor looking. And the magic is in the, what's the magic in? The water. And I love when the colors all blend together, even if it means it goes outside of the lines. Your lines will still be there because of the pencil that you did. But if you want to have that like blurry look, kind of like impressionist look, you can let those colors blend together. But if you don't want them to blend together, we can let your green world with the roots dry and then add the brown dirt. So it's really your choice. And then I'm just gonna add water for the rest of it because I want it to be really watercolor-like, not matte. I want it to be very transparent and flowy. All right, so when we're done, we put our art on the rack. I'm gonna play the video again.